You know, some Iowa prison inmates right here in the area, they had a chance to raise their voices through music for an audience 1,000 miles away as part of a New York City opera production. KWWL reporter Jalen Sochek live for us tonight in Coralville outside of the Iowa Medical and Classification Center, otherwise known as the Oakdale Prison. She has more details after attending the big rehearsal for us earlier tonight. Very unique production.
That's right, Ron. Here they have what's called the Oakdale Community Choir. It's where inmates sing side by side with community members. They've had this choir for 10 years now, but tonight they're preparing for what will be their biggest gig yet. It sounds like a Sunday morning church service. But instead of a chapel, it's inside prison walls. It's where the Oakdale Community Choir of inmates and community volunteers come together to rehearse. Inmate Josh Lush has been singing with the choir for 10 years now.
Through the choir, I've become a person who takes on responsibility, which I never saw myself doing. So, I mean, it's helped me grow as a person immensely.
Soon his voice and the others will be heard during an opera production of Beethoven's Fidelio, which takes place in a prison. Directors of the New York City production are visiting Oakdale Prison for a rehearsal.
We want to make people aware of the state of the criminal justice system in America and give people kind of way into it as an art form.
They'll be recording their voices and filming from inside the prison for the show. Lush said he's excited to be a part of it.
Being able to get the voices of prisoners out there and heard in a good way is something that is phenomenal, something that needs to be done more often, and this is getting it to a segment of the population that probably doesn't even think about it very often.
Choir leader Mary Cohen says the choir is all about changing public perceptions.
It really can change attitudes. It allows people to have a much broader perception of people in prison because we get to see people singing together.
And it's the hope that the opera can show more people that too.
We're people who have made mistakes in the past, and a lot of us are trying to fix them, correct them, make ourselves better people overall, and this choir is a huge stepping stone for getting that started in prison.
And they will have the official recording for the opera on April 17th. Live in Coralville, Jalen Sochek, News 7 KWWL.
Jalen, thank you very much for that report. And by the way, the opera will begin its performances in May, and 3 other prisons, in addition to Oakdale, around the country will be participating in that special opera from New York.